kicked off here. Showing me my stream is offline. There, it's starting it up. Okay, I don't know how many of you are going to show up because I forgot to do a video update to say what time I was going to be on, but I put it on my Facebook channel that I'd try to be on at 8, so I'm a little bit late. Right now, I'm in the kitchen making some white peach butter, so peach butter. I was really hoping this would be thickened up and already canned by the time I got to this, but that didn't work out so great. It's still working on thickening up. That's my fault for making a double batch. Hi, Patrick. So, well, it's not exactly a double batch. It's like 1.5 batches because there were some soft spots on the peaches, so I cut more out than I had thought. So I'm trying to work on seeing how well I can get this going. But I might as well go ahead and do like a little update and tell you what things we have in the running and everything else. My toe, it's still swollen, it's still bruised, it's still broken and rather painful to wear in closed-toed shoes. But at least I can talk to you with a smile on my face this time, during this live chat, as opposed to the last live chat I attempted. And I'm so sorry, my hair is like a mess. But, yeah. But, yeah, it still hurts. I really like my sandals that I have. I've had them for years. They've got the Velcro adjusters on the toes and around the ankle and everything else. So those have been so helpful with the toe. It hasn't been anywhere near as painful to wear those as it is to wear any other shoe, but I have to wear my muck boots when I go and milk the cow. My stream health is yellow. I don't know what that means. I know it means it's not great, it's not green, but it's not terrible and stopped, so it's not red. So it's buffering a little bit. I have no clue how to fix this. I am so lost in this world. Let's see. I'm probably going to keep this short, so once my peach butter is as thick as I need it, I'll probably hop off. But let's see what I can do for my settings. I don't know if I can get this changed at all. Let's see if I do a little bit. Oh, next time I begin streaming. Okay, so it says I can't change it while I'm streaming. Well, that's a bummer. It won't apply until the next time I start streaming. Okay, but yeah, my husband got me this lovely bushel of white peaches from the local farmer's market. Our trees aren't producing anything near what we need to yet. So I dehydrated some. We've eaten some, and I'm now. It's peach butter made with white peaches. But I'm making the peach butter now, and I want to make some spiced peach butter, and I'll probably do some peach jam or jelly, and then I will can whatever's left over unless I decide to do all peach butter and peach jams because it's really good on bread and toast. But yeah, I'm just thickening it up and getting it going. Let's see. The chickens are doing great. The baby chicks are really healthy. They go all over the place. And our guineas are so annoying right now. So annoying. And I'm really tempted just to put them in the freezer. Let's see, what else? The baby goats are doing okay. We did lose Squeals the other day, and that was really sad. My daughter was in tears holding him and told me, "Hey, mommy, Squeals is dead," and it was just so sad. Again, I have no clue what killed him. Hi, Off Grid Homestead. I'm just chatting it up, working on my stream. Glad to see you guys can make it. But yeah, again, I don't know what happened to Squills. He just passed away, so I don't know. The rest are doing okay. I'm gonna go and keep an eye on them. Probably gonna go out and sit with them tomorrow to make sure that they're still doing okay. And we've given them pine branches, but I don't know if the babies are actually eating them. They're kind of picky eaters. And we got DE in the water, so we're doing what we can to do natural dewormers. Hi, Icky Ken Off Grid. So I'd hate to have to go to a store-bought dewormer just to make sure that they're okay, but if it's what I have to do to keep them healthy, then that's what I'll have to do. I know that Diva is looking rather skinny, and I don't know why. But we're trying to figure it out. They've got plenty of food. You know, we've lightened up how much grain they're getting in case that's what made the baby sick and pass. But yeah, for all those who are kind of coming in late, I'm canning some peach butter tonight, and I'm working on thickening it up. It's not cooperating. It's taking its sweet time, but it smells like candy. I love peach butter. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And I'm trying it with white peaches this time instead of yellow clean peaches. So the white peaches are delicious. I love white peaches. I got addicted to them when I tried what they called a donut peach or a Saturn peach or a UFO peach. They're kind of little squishy or squished down ground peaches. They're not round balls like you would get like with the Georgia peach or a Palisade peach. And they've got white flesh in them as opposed to the yellow. So I'm so excited to try a white peach butter this time. This is way cool. So we do have one of the Saturn donut trees planted, and we have a Georgia peach planted, but the Georgia peach has like one peach on it, maybe. Lost the rest due to transplant shock when we planted them. So it's definitely not enough to do anything with. And then, yeah, we're really not going to get any harvest off our trees this year. That's such a shame. But the first year, you know, for the first few years, you're really not going to get anything. So I went to the local farmer's market and went and got the white peaches there. Actually got a bushel of them and got them $11 off because I bought the 2 crates they brought in that day. So I bought them all at once, so they gave me $11 off the bushel. So that was pretty cool. So let's see. I can't see all the comments, so let's see how it's going. Yeah, my stream health is fluctuating from green to yellow. Work in progress still. I don't know how the peach trees would do in Kansas. I know that in Colorado they did fairly well. Because on the western slope it was a high desert region, but most of the peach orchards were near the Colorado River. So as long as they get moisture, they should do pretty well. So off the grid homestead, what you might want to do is check with local nurseries and find out what kind of peach trees survive in the environment, because you never know. And if you're not a fan of the yellow cling peaches, I found that the white ones tend to have a better flavor. Video did freeze when you checked message, but restarted as you walked away. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I'm trying to get the feed working. I really am. I don't know if it's just because the internet's being slow today, or if it's the service itself. But yeah, one good thing about local nurseries is you can usually find what will grow well in your area. It's not like Lowe's or Home Depot or Walmart where they just send a bunch of trees in that might not necessarily work well. But the white ones are really delicious. They tend to be sweet, and they tend to be a little bit more mild, I think, than the flavor of the yellow peach. For some reason, I could never eat a regular peach, a regular yellow one, but I can devour the white ones. So I guess it's a taste type thing. But yeah, your local nurseries will definitely be able to help you out with that and talk to you about what works best in your area, because they'll have what's good locally. Yep, mom and pop stores are, and you can usually get a lot of knowledge where at Home Depot it's like, well, we water them, and here, let's read the tag and tell you how far you need to plant them apart. And there is a slight difference in the taste from the yellow ones, and I can't exactly describe it, but it's mild. And when I had first tried a white peach, they described it as the fine wine of the peach world. That's how they told me about it when I tried it in Colorado. It was so good. Yep, check the local extension offices. That's also a very good one. And you can always go around and look at the farmers markets, see what the farmers can grow in the area, and ask them what kind of peaches they are if you like them, especially if you can try a sample of them and you find out they're really good. So the farmers markets are also a good place to go, as well as your local extension offices. Yeah, this smells like candy. Let's see, what else? My husband has been working on staging out where we're going to fence off the hill. He's putting up where the gates are going to go, marking off where the fence posts are going to go, because the third part we broke down and ordered a pneumatic fence post driver, a T-post driver, because my husband's shoulder just kept hurting after driving it in, because up here where we're at, there's a lot of shale, and so some of the spots he would have to really drive down with a T-post driver. So we broke down and got a pneumatic one, but we're waiting on the third piece to come in, and it was supposed to be here July 25th, and when it didn't show up then, he contacted them. They're like, oh, no, wait, it's not going to be there until August 25th. He called them today, and it says they're not shipping it until August 25th. So they keep pushing it off, and he told them, if I had known I was going to get the runaround on this, I would have gotten this other part somewhere else, because it's a air compressor. But we're getting ready to, once that part comes in, we're going to fence off around our trees in our orchard, because deer have been spotted in the area, and if the deer can get to your trees, they'll strip the bark off the main trunk, and it'll kill your fruit trees. Trust me on this one. We had a deer eat our fruit trees back in Colorado. I was so frustrated. We had 8 trees that didn't make it, because we tried putting human hair around them. We also tried the Irish Spring soap. I grated it up and put it around them, and to no avail. They still ate the bark off of our trees. Hi, Tawana Lynn. Thanks for stopping by. So yeah, that's one of the that's one of the projects that we're going to be really digging down and getting into next, is fencing off the hill where the orchard is, fencing off the orchard, and then we'll be able to let the dog loose on that hill with the chickens and keep them safe and everything else, because as it starts cooling down. We actually got down to 56 degrees this morning. It was pretty cool, and then it got up to 82 during the day. But as it starts cooling off, you're going to have more animals in search for food. We're going to hibernate soon mode, and the deer are going to become more active and everything else. And we don't want them to eat our fruit trees or our animals. Hi, Ava Kinsey. I'm actually making peach butter. I was hoping to have it done before this, but it's not thickening up quickly enough, and it's made with white peaches this time. This is the first time I'm doing it with white peaches. But, yeah, so that's the next big project, is fencing off that hill. We're also going to be working on a shooting range. We're going to be using pine trees to use as a backstop. That's going to be way cool. I started homeschooling this week, or technically last week. I started homeschooling my daughter because she wanted to be homeschooled. She didn't want to go back to regular school because she knew she was falling behind. She was afraid they were going to hold her back, and quite honestly, I was not impressed with how she was doing in the school systems. She was constantly falling behind, and their help was to send her forward, even though she was falling further and further behind. So I'm working with her one-on-one at home, and she's saying she's having so much fun with it. And we're even doing PE. She got a bow and arrow from the Easter Bunny for Easter this year. One of those little SWE bow and arrows that you could get from like Sportsman's Warehouse. But we never saw the one in the pink and black at any of the stores. But she's learning how to do archery now. Yep. So she's learning archery for PE, but she got the bow taken away from her for a week for dry firing it after she was told not to because it can destroy the bow. So, but I've been working with her on stuff I know she needs to work on, like math and reading comprehension are... She's actually doing fairly well with math. I think the lowest score she got on any of her worksheets that I've given her so far was an 84%. Otherwise, she's in the 90s for math. She is struggling a bit on language arts. I did a language arts today, but she didn't do too bad. Still in the 70s, so still a C. But I'm trying to figure out where I need to back up and take a look at exactly what she struggles with so I can figure out where the gap was within school. Took archery in high school. Way cool. I want to actually shoot a bow and arrow myself, or I want to learn archery. When I was a little girl, I would make bows out of a stick in the yard and fishing line. And of course, I'm the only one in the house that doesn't have a bow. Go figure, right? My husband got handed one for free once by a friend's grandpa because his friend already had a bow. And I don't think I would be able to shoot it anyways because I think the draw weight is too much for me. But anyway. So yeah, we're doing different things. We're trying to figure out what we can really excel at with her and where she's falling behind, so I know exactly where I need to work with her to get her caught up to where she needs to be. So she's really excited about that. I'm finding a lot of free stuff online, which is really helping me, because I wanted to buy a full curriculum for her grade level, but they're so expensive, and then you have to buy the answer keys and stuff like that separately, so it didn't make sense to me. Yeah, she's got some books that do interest her, and her grandparents just bought her some, and they were visiting last week, so she got a stack of books from them, and so she's really excited about that. And let's see, I am starting her with cursive writing because the schools back in Colorado stopped teaching, or at least on the western slope, had stopped teaching cursive. And I was looking into it, and they say a lot of kids who are having trouble connecting things with their reading comprehension, once they started with cursive, something about connecting the letters and everything else helped them with their reading comprehension. So I'm really hoping that that trick works with her on teaching her cursive and working on her reading comprehension. So it's going to be trial by fire for me. This is my first year homeschooling, so it's definitely going to be new and different. And of course I teach her home ec, she's got to learn how to cook. It is amazing how many people don't even know how to make a loaf of bread or make anything from scratch. Back in Colorado, they actually offered a course to adults for basically learning the basics of cooking because they never learned it at home. It was always a microwave or eat it, take out or something. And they actually done a report on fast food capitals of each state, and the town I was from was the fast food capital of the state. Basically, it was how many fast food joints were in X amount of miles or X amount of square miles compared to how many people. It was crazy. But my peach butter's almost where I need it. It's only been cooking for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. But yeah, so that's been fun and interesting. Let's see, what else? What you doing?
Okay.
You're cleaning. He smiles at me. Say
See?
hi.
I've got a beard I haven't shaved yet. That's probably tomorrow.
He got so much guff the last time he was on because he was like too smooth faced and he needed to grow a beard. He shaves like once a week or once every week and a half because it gets too hot during the summer. There are people that don't even know how to cook eggs. Is that what you're saying, Patrick? Yeah. It's sad. It's really true. And there was one time I was in the store getting more flour, and I was talking to my daughter about making bread, and one lady was like, she was 53 years old and never had made a loaf of bread in her life. She's like, I wouldn't even know how or where to start. And that's crazy to me because my mom cooked from scratch, and cooking was like a part of growing up. It was cheaper than eating out and usually tasted better. So it was a treat to eat out. Yeah. Well, at least my peach butter here hasn't decided to get me yet again. Earlier it spit up and the molten peach butter got on my thumb, and so I burnt my thumb. Same thumb I got a cardboard cut on the night before, so crazy. But yeah, I still need to work on getting my stream, I don't know, happy? Would you call it happy when it's green? I don't know. I've still got to work on this, guys. But I'm glad you guys are able to stop by and say hi and everything else. Family Roots Farm. Hi. Yeah, homemade bread is awesome. Unfortunately, we're having issues with fruit flies, and they're getting into our bread. and everywhere else. Still needs to be a little bit thicker, in my opinion. Hi, Big Bear Homestead. I'm just chatting it up here tonight. How are you doing? Oh, the cow is fine. Ornery, but fine. She was trying to kick me tonight. I was like, seriously, cow? You already broke my toe, what, a week and a half ago? Sourdough bread. I have not made sourdough bread yet, but a lovely lady sent me some sourdough starter, and I've got it starting up over here. I'm doing good, Big Bear. So I'm going to start, I've got the sourdough bread starter stuff in a jar, and her instructions were awesome. She was telling me that it was, basically her instructions said it was feed her, put her in a spot where she'll live, make her happy. So it'll definitely be a different experience. I cannot speak. Hi, how are you doing? Experience to learn how to use it. So, because I use yeast, or I use like baking powder, because you can do like flatbreads and stuff like that with baking powder, and it'll help you rise. Here, but listening to the all 5 tips right now. Hi, Rain Country Homestead. Alderman Farms has a great tutorial. I'll have to check that out. I know that the gal who sent me the sourdough starter also told me some places to check out. So I think eventually this will thicken up, maybe when my arm falls up, but it will. Hi, Suburban Hillbilly. Coffee filter and put it over a jar. It's apple cider vinegars. I don't have coffee filters because I don't drink coffee, but could I do it with cling wrap? Let's start here and have one here. Wait. How much is the cow producing? She is producing between 3 and 3.5 gallons a day. Right now she's at the 3 mark, and I can't figure out why. She has a protein lick. She gets the grain and alfalfa pellets when I'm milking her, and she has access to hay all day, as well as some green grass in her pen. Cheesecloth or paper towel? Okay, I'll have to do that. Thank you so much, Suburban Hillbilly, because I hate bugs. I really hate bugs. And the fruit flies are everywhere, and they like to fly at your face and everything else, and they're annoying. So what we need to do is put some apple cider vinegar in a like a glass jar or something. Put a paper towel over it, poke some holes in it, and that'll help get the fruit flies. I just got smiled at. Hi, my old Kentucky homestead.
This works really well, too.
How long has she been in milk? I am not 100% sure. But she was feeding 2 calves before we got her, and we were told at her peak she does 7 gallons a day. But she was drying off because she was weaning calves when we got her, and so we actually increased the milk production a little bit, but we're trying to figure out what else we might need to do. But right now what we do with our spare milk, I want to learn how to make mozzarella. My wonderful, wonderful hubby, got some rennet tabs for me. So I'm going to try making mozzarella cheese. I have not tried making yogurt yet. Let's see, what else? We'll give it to the dogs and the chickens, and we're starting. She's supposed to be bred. She is supposed to be bred due December, so she's going to be dried off in October. And because we're going to dry her off in October, I've started freezing some of her milk, so that during her dry time, if for some reason the goats don't produce well, or don't produce enough, or if their milk tastes bad for whatever reason, we'll have milk in the freezer. So right now I've already got probably 2¼ gallons, but I'm putting some in the freezer every few days. So yeah, but she was supposedly bred to an Angus bull, but I gotta find out for sure. And the neighbor is a vet tech, so I'm going to talk to her about possibly doing a test on the cow. I don't know how that would work. But yeah, she was bred to an Angus bull in March, I think she said. So she said she'd be due in December. So we'll see how that goes. Your first attempt at cheese sucked. I tried using Reddit before to make cheese and it did not turn out right. But I have made cheese with apple cider vinegar and lemon juice, and I prefer the lemon juice because I think the apple cider vinegar leaves it more dry on the flavor. So 40 weeks. Yeah, they'd be like a human. And let's see. Yeah, my stream's yellow. The stream health is yellow. I don't know what that means, but the OBS yelled at me and said it wouldn't take effect until the start of the next live stream.
OBS.
The software. Because I was trying to change it. You need to dry her up about 2 months before she calves. Yeah, that's why I figured October. Because if she's due in December, that gives about 2 months. Probably no later than the middle of October. Yep. And it's so her body can rest, and also so that she can build up that colostrum for the baby. So not only does her body rest, but when the baby is born, she'll produce colostrum, and it won't be milk to milk, and skip that process. We've had dairy cows for years. Okay. Yeah, we think she's gotten bigger since we got her, but I'm not sure if that's just the feed and that she's a happy, lazy cow, or if, yeah, I've got to make more bread myself here, David. But we don't know if she's just a happy, well-fed cow right now, or if she actually is pregnant. So again, we're going to have to talk to the neighbor about getting a, I don't know how to bump her. And her breed is a Holstein Guernsey mix. And she can be really sweet, or she can be a pill. Yeah, she is supposed to be bred to an Angus. But yes, fresh bread does rock. But Big Bear, how do you bump her, and what do you look for if you're checking if she's pregnant? I'm assuming that's what you mean, right? Because I've heard of bumping goats. But again, I don't know how to do that. But I'm glad you guys all showed up, because I only was able to post it on the Facebook. I didn't get around to doing a little video clip of, hey, I'm going to be doing the show tonight. I kind of missed out on that. I spaced it. But I did post it on Facebook, so pocket right before her hind leg, right about the udder. Right before her hind leg. Okay, what would I feel for, Big Bear? Everyone, please watch update from Starry Hilder if you haven't done so already. Has there been an update from her? I know that she's been in that bike accident and she was really hurt. Like, severely hurt. Push in the area, hold it, and if there is a calf there, it will kick. Okay, I will have to try that. I don't know if I will fail miserably or actually be able to feel something, but I will try that. Okay. Yeah, I just figured Wednesday would be a decent night because there's not anything else scheduled for the Homestead Network that I know of. So, I figured I'd jump on here while I'm trying to get my live stream working right. She put up something a little while ago. Yeah, because when I last checked Starry Hilder's channel, she had put something up like 5 or 6 days ago, and it. Oh no, that's so sad. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely have to clip over there because from my understanding, she broke her neck and was on alone after her bike wreck for quite a while. You do, and if you are off, I will make one for you owners. Okay, yeah, Big Bear, I'll have my husband tape me attempting to check for a baby. Hi, Dish Outdoors. Okay. Yeah, if I felt miserably, please let me know, Big Bear, when I attempt to check for do the baby bump on the cow. Hi, Pat. Okay. Alright, guys, I'm going to have to call it. It looks like my peach butter is just about where I need. Hi, Dish Outdoors. It looks like my peach butter is just about where I need it so that I can can it. So I'm going to have to let you go so I can get to the next process in the canning here. Because this is lovely, gooey peach butter, nice and thick. So, alright. Thank you guys for stopping by. I need to still work on my stream health a little bit, try to get this going a little better for you guys, but I'll talk to you later, okay? Thanks for stopping by. Alright, Big Bear, will do. Alright, good night, everybody.